Peace and blessings to all. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to tag your friends. It's a new year. What can we expect in 2000? Well, we shall each experience our own personal year vibration as well as a universal year vibration. And that weave of influences will affect our lives over the next 12 months. On my last video, we talked about 2019 being our number 3 year. So if you're interested in finding out your personal year, you add your month and day to the number 3. I'm going to talk more about that later. But right now, what I want to do is go through each and every month of the year so we can find out what we can expect. I want to acknowledge Lou. Thanks for joining in. Jamie, thanks for joining in. Jamie has shared his birthday. What I'm going to do is try to, if I don't get to the show, Jamie, I will be providing you information about what you can expect for the new year. Hopefully we'll have some time to do that. Melvin, thanks for joining in. Let's get started. First, we add the numbers in the calendar year. For those of you who missed it, we simply add 2. Okay, if the year is 2019, we simply add, hi Vivian, thanks for joining in, 2 plus 0 plus 19. Okay, and that equals 21. So that's the year that we're going to have. That's the universal year. I talked about that on the last video. So what we're going to do to find out about each month, we add the month to the number 21. For example, January 1, the first month, 1 plus 21 is a 22. February 2, the second month, 2 plus 21 is going to be a 23. Okay, so that's how we're going to determine the number. And I'm going to be sharing with you what each of these numbers mean, okay? So we're going to start with January. It's a number 21 year, all right, 2019. We're going to add 1 to that because January is the first month. So what do we have? January is going to be a number 22 month. Hi, Angie. Thanks for tuning in. The number 23, that's what January is going to be. I'm sorry, the 22. So let's take a look at that. What can we expect in January? Well, 2 plus 2 is 4, and it all adds up. On page 132, we find out about the number 4. Okay, the number 4. 4 is a month that's associated with hard work and sacrifice. If you put your nose to the grindstone this month, you can put your ideas into form. It was on the 4th day that God created the earth. So from that, we can derive, as numerologists, we derive all things come into physical manifestation under the number 4. And in the number 3 year, we experience 4 by adding 1. That's going to be January. And in October, which is another number 1, 10 plus 21 is 31. 3 plus 1 is 4. More about that later. But those are going to be your number 4 months, January and October. So that's now. January and October will be months where money will be tight, okay? Just came through the holidays, everybody blew whatever they had saved up. So money's a little tight right now, but don't lose your drive to succeed. Ideas come into form under the number 4. Things to be avoided are stubbornness, narrow attitudes, don't be self-righteous, and this is a good month for signing contracts. 4 stands for foundations. Now, specifically the number 22, this makes January a month for travel, plans, advancements, and your dreams come true. I want to say hi to Melvin, Vivian, Iris. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Jamie, I have your birthday. I'm going to try to get that information to you. If I don't get it in during the course of the show, I will definitely get it in in the comments. Angie had your birthday. Lynette, everyone, thanks for tuning in, and I have your birthdays. So I want to go on with this content, with this, to provide value on this video by providing everyone with information you can refer back to during the course of the year. January, travel, plans, advancement. Under the 22, our dreams can come true. Again, the idea of the number 4, bringing ideas into form. So the 22 is the highest of all the 4s. It's called the master builder vibration. So this is the time where ideas for building and launching enterprises and start to get a foundation and start to see results. Under the 22, we can reach our goals. The fulfillment of secret desires can become a reality. Success on a huge scale and attainment of impossible dreams are possible this month. So if you have an idea, a concept that your mind has hatched and you've managed to convince yourself, no, that's too big. Well, it's not too big. This is a month to give it a try. The number 22, the word film also vibrates to the number 22. So we're in a number 3 year, which is creativity, writing, spontaneity. So those of you out there who have a desire to become film writers or who want to write, get in the film industry, this is your month where those dreams can come true. Okay, but under the 22, whatever your creative idea is, that was just an example. Whatever it is, this is the month to push for it because you can make it happen. In fact, under the 22, it may be very tense. We have to guard against going to extremes and make sure our concepts are well organized and practical. Think in large sweeping terms and go to the head person with your idea. It has a very good chance of being accepted in January. Okay, I don't want to spend too much on January. Got a whole year to cover. We move into February, we're adding 2 and 21, that's a 23. 2 plus 3 is 5. So 5 is a symbol for freedom and change. So that's what we can expect universally. Remember, there's a universal energy and then there's a personal energy, and this weave is going to affect us. So I'm going to be giving some samples of personal energy and giving people a fantastic offer if you want to get a universal energy chart. But right now, we're focusing on I'm sorry, if you want to get a personal energy chart, you can do so. But right now, we're focusing on the universal energy that's impacting all of us. Are you ready for change? If you said, well, I'm going to make some changes in 2019, well, get ready because those changes are going to come into effect in February. 2 plus 3 is 5. This will be a month of change. This is a month to take a risk, to make a splash, to promote yourself, drop the old, and look to something new. Remember, under the 21, the old order is going to be replaced by something totally new. And this is a month where it can happen. The 5 months will be February and November. Okay, so these will be months of change this year. Great months for travel and romance. Now, the number 23, this is the specific 5. Remember, we have a 21 year, 21 and 2. That's where the 23 comes from. I won't bore you with that, but some people like to fact check. There are actually some people out there writing these numbers down, but more important than the numbers is the information that they symbolize. And the 23 symbolizes protection, contracts, and travel. Okay, so during the month of February, there will be powerful protective forces surrounding us, guiding us into safe ports. What does this mean? Well, the 2 and the 3. The number 3 is expression, creativity, and the 2 is sensitivity. So in order to be guided, we have to be spending some quiet time focusing on our inner self, spending some quiet time turning within, not paying attention to the noises out here, but the quiet and stillness within us so that we can be guided to safe ports. So this is a great month for meditation, February. Our goals and pursuits can be successful. The whole year is about abundance. So it kicks in right away with the number 22 and continues right on through the second month, February. There could be inheritances, money, material goods can be acquired through settlements or legal proceedings in February. We may enter into new contracts that can alter our lives. Such agreements may require quick decisions. Okay, so the 23 stands for contract. So you spend a little time in meditation, don't be too spontaneous. The 5 can make us quick, spontaneous, hyper. So be still, listen to your inner guide, and you'll be guided to safe ports, successful contracts. In fact, one of the most successful contracts is marriage. If you get married on the 23rd, you're stuck like glue. You might want to be free. You might run and stretch that rubber band, and boing, you're going to bounce right back and keep trying and keep it going. So the 23 is a great time for entering into contracts that will be lasting and that can change our lives. Changes can also result in travel during the month of February, either through increased finances or to take care of business, okay? Be careful that your ideas Okay, 5 stands for freedom and change. So people get a little rebellious under the number 5. Be careful that differences of opinions do not degenerate into quarrel, as a severe approach can be alienating. And we want to use this energy positively for coming together and forming partnerships. Okay, let's move on to the third month of the year, January, February, March. 3 and 21 is 24, and the 24 is a 6. 2 plus 4 is 6, and it all adds up. Page 132. The number 6 indicates this will be a month to focus on responsibility, service, health, and domestic concerns. Okay, responsibility, service, health, and domestic concerns will take up much of our time during the month of March. This is also a great month for artistic expression, a time to think in terms of the needs of others, putting others ahead of ourselves, but we do not want to be interfering or too emotional, and try to avoid the word should under the number 6. A lot of times we become very judgmental under the 6, thinking we know what's right for you, but hey, people have free will. Stand on the side, be ready to pick people up and dust them off, but you have to let people take their falls. Okay, if we weren't allowed to fall by our mother and father, we never learn how to walk. You learn how to walk by falling. So avoid trying to be the rescuer in March. All right, that's the number 6. The month of rest, the number 7 month. This comes to us in a 3-year under the number 4, which will be April. April will be the 4th month. 4 plus 3 is 7. On the 7th day, God rested. So April will be a time to rest, to think, to ponder. People go on retreats in a number 7 month. It's a symbol for faith and wisdom. So some people go back to school or join a church in a number 7 month. These are things that people do when this energy comes into play. Spiritual considerations are top priority, as the number 7 is the most spiritual of all the numbers. Writing, teaching, researching are favorite under this peaceful and poised vibration. Take care of your health, okay? Now, when the 7 energy comes, if you don't respond to it by slowing down, sometimes you get a cosmic 2x4 to slow you down. People sprain ankles, break legs, all kinds of things can happen when people aren't responsive to the number 7 energy. So I'm telling you, in the month of April, hit the brakes in April. Now, the type of 7 we're going to experience will be the number 25. 4 plus 21 is 25. Okay, looks like I'm only going to be able to get through half the year on this one. We'll come back and I'll take it through June, come back and finish up next Wednesday. But I am going to, the people who gave me their birthdays, I am going to provide you with information about what you can expect in the year ahead. How you doing, Ralph? Ralph Moore, thanks for tuning in. James, thanks for tuning in. Okay, the number 25, this is the month of April. Change of residence, trials, health, and success after difficulty. Change of residence, and many of you have been pondering moving. Okay, well, this is a month it can happen. Trials, all right? It's a 7 month. The 7 is a number of faith and wisdom. So our faith is going to be tested during the month of April. If things happen easily, you wouldn't need faith. But during the month of April, our faith will be tested. Can you hang in there? Can you stick it out? Can you follow your dream? Now, sticking it out doesn't mean staying in a bad situation. Sticking it out may mean following your dreams, following your inner guides that you tapped into earlier this year through prayer and meditation. Now it's time to follow that inner guide. There will be success after difficulty. Whatever you try in April, if it doesn't succeed right away, that's okay. Get up, dust yourself off, use the number 7 energy to analyze the situation, spend time alone in quietude, reflecting, seeking the kingdom, and I guarantee you, you're going to be able to revive that situation and it's going to become successful. Don't quit. Use your faith under the number 25. Great time to visualize what you want. We've all heard people talk about positive affirmation, positive visualization. A lot of athletes visualize themselves scoring touchdowns. A lot of people visualize themselves acquiring things. It's in the scripture. The scripture says, them that has gets. Okay, them that got gets. And people think, oh, that means the rich are going to keep getting richer. No, it means if you can acquire something in your consciousness and believe it's yours, oh, it will materialize. We are co-creators with the Most High. And under the 25-month sign all documents carefully. Consult with your experts. See your lawyer. See your physician. See your experts under the number 25. Then once you have dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's, and taking everything into consideration, then it's time to move forward. But you want to slow down and ponder things under that number 7. Okay, so we moved up now to May. 5 and 21 is 26. And this is a number 8 month. The 8 is a symbol for money and power. It's a time of reaping. I see Angie has double 8s in her birthday. So 8 is money and power. If you're born on the 8th, you're here to deal with the forces of money and power. Lots of 8s work in the government. They see hierarchies. Not a Susie Homemaker vibration if you're born on the 8th. When we're talking about spiritual qualities, gender doesn't matter. 8 is about power, strength, dominance, being the boss. So the month of May, those energies will come forward. It's a month that's going to bring opportunities for promotion, advancement, recognition, business expansion, and financial improvement. But you must take action. A lot of my clients, I tell them it's a number 8 month, and they run in the house and get a big basket and set it out on the lawn and look up in the sky, and they expect money's going to fall. And no. The energy is blowing towards success, but you've got to raise the sail. Apply for the job. This is the month, okay, during the 8th month. This is how you use numerology. This is the time to apply for the position. If you apply for a position during the number 7 month and they were told, no, we don't have an opening, apply again. Keep pushing. This is the month of reaping. This is the month things will happen. So in August, this is a month to apply for a loan, to start a business, to buy a car, to buy a house. All financial matters are favored, but you're going to have to push. This is the time to go to your boss and tell the boss why they should give you a raise. Okay? It can happen for you in the merry, merry month of May. Opportunities, advancements, financial improvement. Now, don't be a bully. Okay? Some age want to take it too far. Michael Jordan was a number 8, born on the 17th. Muhammad Ali was a number 8, born on the 17th. Sometimes those guys took it too far because, that's 8. That's what the 8 does. It makes you very confident and realistic. So be prepared for that type of expression. Under the 26, messages, marriage, partnerships, we can expect some type of message or good tiding, okay? If you planted a seed, okay, remember we were in a 7 month, resting, waiting. We planted a seed, we're waiting for it to sprout, the number 7. Well, when we get to May, now you're going to hear about that letter you sent. You're going to hear about that resume you submitted. This is a time of action, the month of May. Check out all the details before making investments or going into partnerships. Don't be too impulsive. But the 26 is a splendid financial vibration, but use good judgment. Be positive and expect the very, very best. Now, there's something else we have to do this month. All right, the month of May is a karmic number. The number 8 means what goes around comes around, literally. 2 circles, one on top of the other. What goes around comes around. So it's going to be very, very important in May that we practice the fine art of forgiveness. Okay? We're going to be walking down the road and some water is going to splash on us in May. And we're going to blame the person that seemingly splashed. But what happened is this is a karmic reaction to a rock we threw in the water. It just so happens the splash is coming through them. Now, I don't know if you can wrap your head around what I just said, but forgive. The key to a successful May is going to be forgiveness. Coming to the end of my time, I don't like to keep these videos too long, but I do want to do at least half of the year, which is June. Okay, we're going to come up to June. We're going to add 6 to 21, which is 27. And this is, from all of my research, the number 27 is God's favorite number. Okay, I've been doing this since '88. Well, that's when I went public. I've been doing this longer than that. That doesn't matter. But in all my research, this is a number that I found to be God's favorite number, the number 27. One reference it comes from is the story of Job. When God tells the fallen angel, that's my favorite, do what you will. And we all know what Job went through. Job went through all kinds of difficulties, lost everything he had, but it came back double. So that tells you, just because you're God's favorite doesn't mean it's going to be easy. In fact, if you're having some difficult times, you want to remember God's favorites and consider yourself blessed. Keep the faith. You're going to pull through it, all right? Bigger, stronger than ever. Like Job, it came back double. So in that story, it says it's his favorite. How do I get to the number 27 from that? Well, J is the 10th letter of the alphabet. Okay. O is the 15th letter, and B is the second letter. The 10th, the 15th, and the second letter all add up to 27. So 27, from all of my research, is God's favorite number. And so we can expect blessings and favor and grace in the month of June. Your cup will run it over in the month of June. Birth, marriage, the start of a new business. Things will be growing, blossoming, and bearing fruit during the month of June. Under the vibration of number 27, it's a very fertile month, promising blessings, favor. I'm running out of words. Relationships bloom, bringing deeper understanding. If you're already hitched, you're going to have a deeper understanding. If you're not, this is a great month for marriage. It's the only 9, 2 plus 7 is 9, where that favors new beginnings. Most 9s represent endings, although some people argue they're the same. When you start something new, you're ending something old. But the 27 means if you've been planning to open a business, patent an idea, if you want to take an audition on Broadway, I don't care what it is, this is the month to do it. This vibration brings together all the ingredients for a successful promotion, launching any type of venture, enlisting the aid of others. People will be coming together during this month, and this could very well, the activities of the 27th month, whatever you're doing, can lead to a fortune. Remember, Job was the richest man in town before it came back double. So I talked about the 21 this year being a month of abundance. This is going to be a month where things will really, really be evident of abundance. Examples could be, this could be a month with the largest, Powerball jackpot could manifest. Things like that are very, very possible. The Dow could explode. So this is a time to make investments. All right? I don't say this often as a numerologist. In fact, I tell people it's not about this, but buy a lottery ticket in June. You could. By expressing a positive, expectant attitude, we can bring about the best side of this unusually excellent number vibration. Okay, folks, I was only able to get through 6 months. Those who posted their birthday, I am going to be sharing with you what you can expect during the course of the new year. Anyone who'd like to get a personal forecast for 2019 can do so by ordering a 6-month forecast at www.craigiewright.com. You order 6, I'm going to throw in 6 for free. This concludes this week's video. If you have any questions about anything, any of the videos, just message me. Be not misled. God is real. We are children of the Most High, created in the image by the Word. I'm Craig Wright, and this has been another presentation of Numerology Services, because it's time to know.